The Gujarat government has filed a detailed affidavit before the Supreme Court giving details of how the central government had approved the remission granted to the 11 convicts in the Bilkis Bano case. Speaking to us right now, we have senior advocate and senior Congress leader, Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi. So you've given a detailed response to this Gujarat government affidavit. What is your thoughts on the fact that the central government...
Haven't actually given, as far as the law is concerned, a response. The rejoinder will be filed in due course because this so-called affidavit, counter affidavit, has come only a couple of days ago. So that is not the point. The press conference today raised the issue not so much in law because that will be argued later on. It raised the clear issue that the context, the facts are revolting. They are reprehensible. They are repugnant to every value for which this nation and the constitution stands. Now look at these facts. First and foremost, when this happened on 15th of August, from then till now, the central government has suppressed, never come forward by saying that it was they who approved and concurred with the request from the Gujarat level. Should we agree to this release or not? Answer is yes. In other words, it is for the Modi government to answer whether they want to release rapists after, and that to a gang rape case with children killed, pregnant women assaulted and killed, at just because they've served 14 years. Do they apply this standard across the board to all rapists? Is it a special exception made? It is our charge that it's the most unfortunate, crass, crude, naked politics which has led to it. Look at the facets in such a gruesome case, the way I felicitated you a couple of days after you were released. Supreme irony, of course, being that you were released on 15th of August. Were you told, which this affidavit now tells you, that the CPI opposed the release, the CBI?
In fact, they've said that the CBI as well as the judge...
That's the third point. The special judge opposed it. Who is the central government to evaluate this except for crass, crude, cheap political gains? And as I said, that if this is the rule, then how will you tomorrow distinguish if another rapist makes the same request? What will be your basis of distinguishing? And remember one thing, there were about 11 or 10. There is no fact-specific, person-specific analysis. It doesn't say that Nalini is released because she's old or infirm or this trouble. Mr. Singhvi is not released because he doesn't have these credentials. It's a en masse blanket order which does not individuate or separate or distinguish, which means clearly there is no application of mind. They treat everybody together in a common basket in such a reprehensible crime. And as I said, this becomes a precedent. Then you will either discriminate against other rapists who are going to ask that. And mere serving of sentence for 14 years is certainly not a ground.
Just one short question. The Gujarat government has also said that all of these people who've approached the Supreme Court are third parties and that they can't interfere in a criminal case, especially by way of a public interest litigation.
Matters of law, I don't want to bore your audiences with technicality of law. They'll be given a fitting reply in court. But let me ask you a simple question. In such a gruesome, reprehensible, horrible case, will you look at the message or will you shoot the messenger? I'm now talking in the social field, the political field, the media field, the common man field. Are you here to ask me, who are you, Miss Nalini? I will ignore the message you are carrying, but I'll ask you that. Yes, that will be answered in court. When you bend the law, and people are then again confusing by saying this is a gubernatorial, a governor's pardon, or a kind of a presidential remission. Nothing of the sort. A panel en masse, and I am told that the record shows that one of the reasons recorded is that these are sanskari Brahmins who should be released. I have nothing against any community, but is this the way to deal with something in writing? So I think this shocks the conscience, and I think the larger mistake you're making is that you think that because you have majority, therefore majority allows you to and legitimates and validates anything and everything you do. No constitutional value matters, no restriction of the constitution matters. So I think I have no doubt that the court will strike it down, but I'm appearing as counsel, so I don't want to prejudge the merits. I'm talking of the larger issue for which this press conference was taken.
Why shoot the messenger and why did central government suppress this fact? It's a question that Dr. Singhvi is raising today. This is in New Delhi, Nalini Sharma for India Today.